Tipping etiquette varies and has changed over time. And now the, quote, no tip movement wants to end this debate. Should you tip when you get a coffee or a ride share? And what's fair? Well, some argue it's not fair for customers to cover the salaries of service industry workers and that tipping should only apply to outstanding service. So DBL Nation, we have to ask, are you for or against tipping? You guys are going crazy.
Okay, Marcos from YouTube says, once we make businesses responsible for covering the salaries of their workers, service workers, everyone else is going to get more expensive, or everything else is going to get more expensive up front. Listen, I don't know. I paid similar prices in places that cover realistic salaries for people. I think when you have servers that get paid $3 and $4, then yeah, you should tip them. But if you're at the coffee shop and somebody gets paid $10 or whatever they're making an hour and they keep asking for $2, $3 every time you get there, it gets a little bit much. But I have friends in the service industry, so I don't want to shade them. Definitely give you a tip if you can afford it.
Yeah, because you threw shade at me for not tipping Uber drivers.
I throw shade too. You're getting it from both sides.
Okay, Elizabeth from Facebook says, I'm a server. My pay shouldn't be up to the customer. I don't get 5% off my total at Walmart if the cashier isn't perky. I think I really started to appreciate tipping when I went overseas and I was in Germany and the server was so lazy and I'm sitting here like thinking in my head, oh, she's going to get a bad tip. But they don't get tips over there, really. They get like a locked-in pay.
Yeah, they get paid more.
I understand. When it comes to customer service, then I am all about tipping. But when it comes to just you making a coffee or I'm sorry, Tori, just scooping me an ice cream or two, I shouldn't have to give you 20, 25, 30%
What about Uber? They're doing a service, getting you safely.
You're doing your job. It's the same thing as being over in Europe.
He's got a point.
Let me just say something. When you work as an ice cream server, I know I'm just going to sound crazy here, but you do have to make the waffle iron, make the caramel, heat it up, get there at 4:30 in the morning, clean up afterwards. It's sticky, it's crazy.
All the stuff an elf does.
Yes, that's what it says.
Guess what?
That's your
but
job.
I'm not paid a livable wage, and you know that.
But take it up with your employer. Take it up with Cold Stone or Ben & Jerry.
So
that's
you're going to take it out on me? Okay, go ahead.
It's not Brendan and Jerry. Take it up with Ben & Jerry.
It didn't work for Ben & Jerry's.
Barb from Facebook says tipping is a silly concept, but we all know that we are expected to do it. So don't go out to eat or drink unless you can afford to tip. Barb, from your lips to God's ears, the only issue is a lot of people don't do that. Like everybody here.
Me?
Somebody that not only has been a busboy for years, been a waiter for years, and also been like somebody that's been around comedy clubs for 15 years. I have friends that depend on their salary, and you have no idea how many people stiff their server. People that worked at their table for an hour and then got nothing. So we're putting a lot of pressure on customers that we don't know to do the right thing, and a lot of times they don't, and it's not fair as well. I think we always forget the other side of like all the people that get great service and then don't tip at all. It's really bad.
Yeah, I'm all for tipping. I'm someone who needed tipping. So a lot of you writing in, please let us know, Facebook, YouTube, who you agree with here.
I want to clarify, I don't stiff the server. I said me really loud before you said that. I never do that. Okay.
Totally
no, I do not do that.
No, Lindsay's not a stiffer.
No,
she would
definitely not. Just Brandon.
Brandon, you got to start tipping on your
What do you
Uber,
mean?
man.
I tip for service, not something you're supposed to do.
Ooh, we disagree. Let us know what you think.